What we want to do now is we want to start implementing habits that will allow you to either lose weight, gain weight, maintain your weight, gain muscle, and lose fat. Welcome to First Responder Fitness with Carl Wimmer, where armor is forged through mental, spiritual, and physical preparation. Welcome to First Responder Fitness with Carl Wimmer. My friends, I'm so grateful that you have chosen to join me again for this month number 9 of Habits to Healthy in 1 Year program. The Habits to Healthy 1 Year program is dedicated to helping make small improvements in your life for your health, your fitness, your longevity. We are here for you. And if you started this program, you can start at any time, go back and look at month number 1 and start wherever you are. Month number 1, your month number 1 could be right now. But go back and begin at the very beginning and start stacking these healthful habits that will improve your life. In fact, this is very much the principle, the samurai principle of Kaizen that I discussed in an episode not long ago, where we talk about stacking micro habits. And that is what the Habits to Healthy in 1 Year program is dedicated to doing. If you have followed along, we are now in month number 9. Can you believe that? Month number 9 in 2025. It's unbelievable that we only have a quarter of this year left, and then we're into 2026. Time sure flies when you're getting older, doesn't it? Well, it doesn't have to go by without you making changes to your life and getting everything out of it that you possibly can. So, month number 9 is so important. I encourage you to continue to follow all of the principles that you've been following up to this point, all the other things that you have learned up to this point, including the protein, the exercise, the nutrition, the hydration, the sleep, everything else that we have taught you to do. We now are moving on to number 9, month number 9, which is focusing in on your macros, especially in regard to your short-term goals. So this is a macro-focused month. What do we mean by that? Well, you've been tracking your food since month number 1. You've been prioritizing your protein since very early in this program. What we want to do now is we want to start implementing habits that will allow you to either lose weight, gain weight, maintain your weight, gain muscle, and lose fat. And the way we do this is very simple. Understand, this is a basic program, and so I don't want to talk down to you, but I definitely want to educate you and help you to understand. You want to ensure that you are eating good, clean, wholesome whole foods, which we've already talked about earlier in the program. And so at this point, as you are tracking your food and tracking your calories, this is where you start to really make a difference in your body fat and your body composition. First of all, let's talk about maintenance. Maintaining. This is the point where you neither gain nor lose weight. You're eating just the right amount of calories that your body burns throughout the day and that your body needs. This is your starting point for your calorie count. And any calorie counter can help you zero in on your total daily expenditure. Your total daily caloric expenditure. If you're at a healthy weight and you like the way your body looks, or you don't want to make drastic changes, you can start with your maintenance and make slow transitions to a leaner body or a more muscular body, depending on how you adjust your macros and your calories. For example, if you want to lose fat, you would reduce your overall calories so that you burn more than you take in. We've talked about this many times. Calories in, calories out. You should plan to lose no more than 2 pounds a week. That is aggressive. 2 pounds a week is very aggressive unless you're very, very, very heavy. If you're 400 pounds, if you're 200 pounds overweight, 150 pounds overweight, 100 pounds overweight, you can go ahead and lose 2 pounds a week fairly easily with this adjustment. But most of you should aim for a half a pound to a pound and a half per week for lasting results and a lifestyle you can live with for a long period of time. You don't want to burn out here. We don't want any extreme dieting plan. We don't want to eliminate any type of food. We simply want to prioritize low calorie, dense, satiating, high protein, high fiber foods that will fill you up, give you enough protein for your daily needs, yet allow you to be in a calorie deficit. We want to avoid hunger as much as possible, but the fact is, my friends, I want to talk real to you now. If you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to lose fat, hunger is going to become a companion. It is not the enemy. In fact, in many ways, as you start to diet, the hunger you feel means that your body's burning the fat and it's burning the calories. So you should embrace a certain amount of hunger between meals. Many people don't even know what hunger feels like because they're eating all the time. And they say, oh, gee, I'm hungry. You're not really hungry. It's just it's time to eat. Hunger will be your constant companion as you really start to cut and lose fat. But that should not discourage you. That should actually encourage you. Okay? If you're eating the right foods, hunger will be minimized. Heavy protein, big meals that are low in calories. This is a good time to increase your cardio if you're trying to lose fat while maintaining muscle through lifting weights. You want to build your muscles, maintain your muscles as much as possible when you're in a calorie deficit. Your body wants to chip away at your muscle mass too. You prevent that by lifting weights. You prevent that by eating enough protein throughout the day. But let's say you want to increase muscle mass. You want to actually increase your weight in muscle. You would increase your overall calories by, say, no more than 200 per day. You don't want to become fat. You don't want to do a dirty bulk. You want a good, clean bulk. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm about 300 calories above maintenance right now every single day. I'm bringing in double my body weight in grams of protein every day right now. And I'm just really focused on building muscle and a lean bulk. But you don't want to go much more than 200 or 300 calories above surplus every day so that you're not packing on fat while bulking muscle and building muscle. You want to increase your protein and your water intake for muscle growth. Muscle requires certain things to grow. It requires a stimulus. That's the weightlifting, okay? It requires energy, which is calories. It requires protein, which is the building blocks, okay? And it requires water. So you need water. So increase your water, increase your protein, and start building muscle. You want to use a progressive overload program. If you don't know what that means, I've done episodes on building muscle in weight training. It just means you want to lift more weights each time. You want to improve. You want to increase the intensity, the duration, the volume. You want to slowly build up and increase what you're doing each time, over a period of time. You might want to slowly reduce your cardio as you're bulking. I'm a cardio fiend. I do a lot of low intensity, steady state cardio, but right now I'm bulking. And so I have reduced my cardio just a little bit. I still do a lot because I want my heart to be healthy. Keep in mind that your macro levels and your overall calorie intake will change as your body changes. That's kind of depressing if you're trying to lose weight. Because here's the deal. You type it into your little phone app, and it says, this is the amount of calories you should bring in if you want to lose 1.5 pounds a week. And 5 weeks later, you stop losing. Well, that's because you got lighter and you're burning less and your body's burning less. So you have to titrate that down even lower. And it really does. Oh, it sucks. I'll just be honest with you. It sucks, but it's definitely worth it. So I encourage you, keep moving forward. Continue the previous habits that we've talked about in the previous 8 months. The hydration, tracking your food is critical, walking daily, taking daily supplements that help you in your diet, eating a whole food diet that's high in protein and fiber, weight training 3 to 4 days a week, developing good sleep habits, the cardiovascular exercise, and now you can start adjusting your calories and your macros to precisely sculpt the body that you desire. So that's it. I encourage you to jump on board with month number 9. If you go to, I'll just remind you, if you go to our link tree on YouTube, Instagram, or any of our social media platforms, you can click on the link tree and you can download the free PDF each month outlining what each month is all about. Continue to stack those habits, continue to push forward for your health, your fitness, your longevity, and for your family. I encourage you to keep it up. If you have any questions at all, comment, leave them in the comment section. I will answer them personally. And again, I remind you to share these videos with someone you love, share them, subscribe, and we will talk to you next time. I'm Carl Wimmer, reminding you, be good to yourself, be good to others, and as always, stay safe.